Welcome to this comprehensive analysis of Alphabet Inc.'s financial performance for the fiscal year ending December 31st, 2024. As Google's parent company continues to innovate across its portfolio, we'll examine the financial results, key strategic developments, and future outlook presented in their annual report. Alphabet operates as a collection of businesses, with Google being the largest. The company reports in three segments: Google Services, Google Cloud, and Other Bets. Google Services encompasses the core products many of us use daily: Search, YouTube, Android, Chrome, Google Maps, Gmail, and other advertising-driven services, along with hardware devices and subscriptions. Google Cloud provides infrastructure and platform services to enterprise customers, while Other Bets includes emerging businesses like Waymo, their autonomous driving technology company. In 2024, Alphabet continued its focus on artificial intelligence, deploying Gemini across its portfolio and investing heavily in AI infrastructure. Looking at Google's 2024 income statement, we see remarkable financial performance across all key metrics. Total revenue reached $350 billion in 2024, representing a 14% increase from $307 billion in 2023. This consistent double-digit growth demonstrates Google's continued dominance in the digital economy. Operating income saw an even more impressive jump to $112.4 billion, up 33% from $84 billion in the previous year. This substantial improvement reflects enhanced operational efficiency and stronger profit margins across Google's business segments. Most notably, net income climbed to $100.1 billion, marking a 36% increase compared to the $74 billion reported in 2023. This significant bottom-line growth showcases Google's ability to translate revenue expansion into shareholder value. These results highlight Google's effective execution of its strategic initiatives, particularly its focus on AI integration across its product portfolio and the continued strength of its core advertising business. Breaking down Google's 2024 revenue by segment reveals the continuing strength of its diversified business model. Google Search and Other Services remains the dominant revenue generator, accounting for 56.6% of total revenue. YouTube ads contributed 10.3% to the overall revenue. Google Network Properties represented 8.7% of revenue. Subscriptions, platforms, and devices accounted for 11.5% of revenue, showing meaningful progress in Google's strategy to diversify beyond advertising. Google Cloud continues its impressive growth trajectory, now generating 12.3% of total revenue, highlighting the company's successful expansion in the enterprise market. Google's 2024 balance sheet demonstrates continued financial strength and stability. Total assets reached $450.3 billion, representing a 12% increase from $402.4 billion in 2023. This growth reflects Google's ongoing investments in technical infrastructure and strategic initiatives. Total liabilities rose to $125.2 billion, up 5% from $119 billion in the previous year, showing disciplined management of the company's obligations. Total equity grew to $325.1 billion, a 15% increase from $283.4 billion in 2023. This substantial equity base provides Google with significant financial flexibility to pursue future growth opportunities. The healthy balance between assets, liabilities, and equity underscores Google's robust financial position and ability to generate shareholder value while investing in long-term innovation. Google's 2024 cash flow statement reveals strong operational performance and strategic capital allocation. Cash from operating activities reached $101.75 billion, an 11.2% increase from $91.50 billion in 2023. Highlighting Google's exceptional ability to generate cash from its core business. Cash used in investing activities increased to $27.06 billion, up 33.3% from $20.30 billion in the previous year, reflecting Google's aggressive investments in technical infrastructure, particularly for AI capabilities. Cash used in financing activities grew to $72.09 billion, a 3.35% increase from $69.76 billion in 2023, primarily due to Google's expanded share repurchase program and the introduction of its first-ever dividend payments. Free cash flow improved to $69.50 billion, a 15.81% jump from $60.01 billion, demonstrating Google's ability to fund growth initiatives while maintaining strong returns to shareholders. This robust cash flow profile gives Google significant financial flexibility to balance investments in future growth with shareholder returns. A notable development in 2024 was Alphabet's first-ever cash dividend program, with payments totaling $7.4 billion to shareholders. 2024 was marked by significant strategic investments, particularly in artificial intelligence. The company introduced Gemini 2.0, its most capable AI model yet, which is now powering features across Google's products. All 7 of Google's 2 billion user products, including Android, Chrome, Gmail, Maps, Play Store, Search, and YouTube, are now using Gemini. Google Cloud expanded its AI offerings with Gemini for Google Cloud, Vertex AI Platform, and other AI capabilities for enterprises. In Search, AI Overviews was released in more than 100 countries, reaching over 1 billion users. Alphabet also made strategic moves in its Other Bets segment, with Waymo, its autonomous driving technology company, receiving $5.6 billion in funding. The company invested $52.5 billion in capital expenditures, largely focused on technical infrastructure to support AI development and deployment. Looking at key operational metrics, Google Search saw a 5% increase in paid clicks, while cost per click increased 7%, indicating improved monetization. For Google Network properties, impressions decreased by 11%, but cost per impression increased by 10%. International revenues represented approximately 51% of consolidated revenues in 2024, with the United States accounting for 49%. Revenue backlog, primarily related to Google Cloud, stood at $93.2 billion, with approximately half expected to be recognized as revenue over the next 24 months. In 2024, Alphabet continues to face regulatory challenges across multiple jurisdictions. The U.S. District Court for the District of Columbia ruled that Google violated antitrust laws relating to search and search advertising. A separate proceeding is underway to determine remedies, which could impact Google's business operations. In the Epic Games versus Google case, a California jury found that Google violated antitrust laws related to Google Play's business. The presiding judge ordered various alterations to Google's business models for Android and Google Play, though Google is appealing the verdict. The European Commission also remains active, with investigations into Google's compliance with the Digital Markets Act. Additionally, the company faced a $3 billion payment related to the 2017 European Commission shopping fine after the European Court of Justice rejected Google's appeal. Looking ahead, Alphabet's focus remains firmly on advancing AI and integrating it across its products and services. The company expects to continue investing heavily in AI infrastructure, including servers, network equipment, and data centers to support growth and long-term initiatives. Key areas of focus include delivering the most advanced, safe, and responsible AI, enabling organizations and developers to innovate on Google Cloud, improving knowledge, learning, creativity, and productivity through AI, building helpful personal computing platforms and devices. Alphabet also continues to pursue moonshot projects through Other Bets, including Waymo's autonomous driving technology and quantum computing. In conclusion, 2024 was a strong year for Alphabet, with significant revenue growth, expanded profitability, and continued strategic investments, particularly in AI. The company's financial strength enabled it to both invest heavily in future growth areas and return substantial capital to shareholders through share repurchases and its new dividend program. While regulatory challenges persist, Alphabet continues to innovate across its portfolio, with AI as the central focus of its strategy going forward. This video is for educational purposes only and does not constitute financial advice. The information presented is based on publicly available sources and may contain inaccuracies or omissions. Viewers should consult official Alphabet Inc. financial statements and SEC filings for the most accurate data. Investment decisions should not be based solely on this content. Past performance is not indicative of future results, and market conditions can change rapidly. Always consider your personal circumstances and consult a qualified financial advisor before making investment decisions. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, and press the bell icon to stay updated with our latest financial analyses.